another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast, and I am here with my co-host,
Lexi.
Like I said, thank you for joining us again. As you can see, I am not in my regular location. No, this is not a green screen behind me. This is actually this is actually real. Like, this is a real chair that I'm touching right now, and all this is real. This is the house that I grew up in. I am back home, and it's not bad. You know, it's raining. Weed is legal here. Yeah, and it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But I think this episode, you guys will enjoy it. So the way that we usually start these things off is we see what we've been up to since we last talked. So, Lexi, what have you been up to?
Nothing. Just playing 76, like too damn much. Yeah. Like I have it on Xbox and I also have it on my PC, and I've been playing both of them. And so like it gets confusing sometimes. Because I'm like, wait, I'm looking at my inventory. I'm like, wait, why didn't I have this? And I gotta realize, oh, it's on my Xbox account, or oh, it's on my PC account. So other than that, not much.
I'm doing the same. I like I said, drove back to my hometown, and I'm here for about 3 weeks. And I brought the Steam Deck with me, brought a TV with me. Yeah, if you guys need just a little heads up, if you don't have the legs or the stand or the feet to your TV anymore, go to Walmart. They have like a mount that substitutes for the legs, and it works really well. It's only $20. It's nice.
Not bad.
But I've been playing Fallout 76 also.
He doesn't play with me though, because he doesn't like playing with me. It's okay.
It's not even that. It's just okay. What I found out today is that being in the armor suit,
Power armor, yeah,
is a fucking cheat code. It's a cheat.
It is.
It's a cheat code through the whole game. You get the armor. You don't even have to have like a helmet. As long as you have like the armor, right? And you have like, I don't know, if you go do like a not like a raid, but one of those event thingies. And
wait, have you been doing the invasion event?
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing, like every hour.
Yep, and you get so much shit. You get so much legendary shit, right? You get, if you have the armor and you have a you get like a something that takes like 5mm, almost like it's usually like a minigun or something like that. You're good. I have like 4,000 bullets of that in my stash already.
Hold on, wait a minute. I need you to share that with me because I need that. Thank you.
I was like, ammo. I think I got like 2 grand left. I got you. But I'm just like, you're knocking down, you're going through like robots and stuff easy. I mean, easy, as long as you keep up with your health. Easy money. The ones that, not like the robots that walk like this, but like the ones that are skinnier.
The Assaultrons?
Yes, those things are usually horrible to face.
To kill.
If you're not in the suit, you're dead, right? And the thing is, you can't use like an alien weapon.
No.
And you really can't use like you can't use a pipe gun, and
that's not gonna work.
You can't use like a regular like shotguns work okay, but you got to have the armor for them, because they have like this laser that comes out of their eye and that shit hits you. And then you have the ones that have like the hands and they try to clamp you into it. Man, I'm just like going through stuff. Like, it's like nothing doing that. That's what I've been really like playing. I might get back into Diablo too. I heard that they've done a lot of
new stuff for this season.
Yeah. So I might give that a try also. But man, Fallout is just it runs well on the Steam Deck. I have it hooked up to the TV. I would recommend don't use the Bluetooth on the Steam Deck to connect your controller. If you have a dock, hook it up to the back, like get a USB Type-C and
Yeah.
hook it up to the back because it's going to be laggy if you use the Bluetooth. So I'll recommend that. But other than that, it runs.
It does really good because I do the exact same thing. Like
Yeah.
I'll play 76 like when I'm not in here. I'll play it like when I'm laying down. Like I don't plug it up to my TV. I just use it handheld, and it runs really well. Like I haven't had any issues.
You got it covered.
Yes, I did. I got the
Hogwarts?
yeah, it's the Gryffindor one, and then it is the
you got the pillows. You got
pillows.
the pillow. Oh man, I was like, you got it covered.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
They're not. This one's like $200.
Yeah.
Isn't it doesn't take a long time to like put it on, but it is a little bit difficult. At
Yeah.
least putting on the top part, back piece isn't that bad. But like you don't have to take off like your old like the old color or cover you had. You can just leave it on and just throw it on top. Yep.
Yeah. If I feel like I'm doing an advertisement, but I've had this chair for so long that it's great.
Yeah, I've had
I would always recommend getting a what is it called? Secret what?
Secret
The chair.
Labs?
Yeah, Secret Lab chairs. I would always recommend getting one of those. I've had a Vertigear, but the Secret Lab chair is probably the best one that I've had.
Yeah, they're really good. Like this is the second one that I've owned. I have another one when they first like came out, that like still works and like I can use it. But the only thing about it, the hydraulics is like giving out in it. And with me being short, I just like it just stays in the garage, but they're amazing.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, really nothing else.
Nope.
Nothing else is really I haven't really been doing anything else. So we kind of have a couple topics for you guys. First, I'm ask Lexi to say the proper name of the surgery. What's the proper name of it?
Oh, he wants to talk about gastric bypass surgery.
There you go. So I thought about it. I know that Lexi did get it, and I have a friend that also got it also, and I like from the beginning I saw her go through the process of having to do it. So, and I know other people are probably maybe like teetering on the thought of doing it, but also I know some people might be scared to do it. So we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, I just thought about something that really pisses me off. So if I'm on vacation and you log into Slack and you look at my calendar, and on my Slack account it says vacation and there's a palm tree beside that shit, that means don't message
me.
That means don't
contact me at all.
Yeah, don't message me, don't email me. If you have an open ticket with me, cool, you can respond to that. I will see that ticket when I get back. Do not go on Slack and be like, okay, yeah, I see this, he's grayed out,
I'm gonna ignore it.
I'm gonna send him a message anyway. Right? The fuck. Look, I had to send a battery to South Africa, and a laptop battery, and the employee was asking for their BitLocker recovery code so they can actually get into it and be able to change the battery and all that stuff, because whatever. And I was out grocery shopping, and I got the message and I saw it and I was like, motherfucker. So I had to call I had to send a message to my other colleague and be like, hey, can you do this for me? And he was like, yeah, okay. So and after that, he was like, don't answer any more Slacks. He was like, do not answer any more Slacks. He was like, you're on vacation. Don't answer any more of these shits. Let these shits go. Fuck those people. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that was just something that pissed me the fuck off. Go ahead.
No, that happens to me too. But like, what's your job title for those who do not know, so they know what part of tech you're in?
I'm a system administrator for a crypto company. Sorry.
There you go, guys. Because like, I know not everybody that listens to us is in tech or don't know all the different parts or in sectors of tech. So like it would be nice for them to know. But no, like I've had that happen to me before as well. You just like I know you see the big red stop.
Yeah.
Like do not message me, okay? And you still want to message me. I'm like, I'm not replying. Like I'll look at it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait to reply till I get back to work. Because why are you messaging me when I have a whole other team that you can message when I am
Right.
out the office. So please don't message me.
Right.
Because I'm gonna look at it. Like
Right.
at least you didn't walk back into a shit show like I did when I went on vacation in January for my birthday. Like
Yeah.
I come back and they're like, "Oh yeah, so you're losing your supervisor and somebody in your team is getting fired because we're doing layoffs." So like, it was like, "What?" Coming and say, "What?"
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. And my manager was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to message you this while you're on vacation, so I just waited till you
Had
got
to-
back."
Jesus Christ, man. Look, it's when I work with people who the customer support is nonstop. That's Monday through Sunday. I get that because people use the application whenever. But there are people that only work in customer success, and they are sending emails in on like a Saturday at like 4 p.m. What the fuck are you doing on a Saturday at 4 p.m. where you're just like, you know what? I need access to this application right now. Dude, go do something. Go take a nap or
Go
something.
take a look.
You know.
I know somebody like that. Like, okay, so like there is he's a success manager. I get it.
Mhm.
But I swear every time it's late hours, he wants to be
Correct.
like, "Hey, can you help me with this? Or I fucked up this. Can you fix this for me?" Like, what are you doing? Why are you still working?
Exactly.
Do you not have a life outside of work?
It blows my mind. Like it's like this shit can actually wait till Monday. Like it really can wait till Monday. At the worst time, because this happened recently, is during like Thanksgiving or Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
The company that I work for is an international company, so we have people in different countries and all that stuff, right? Thanksgiving isn't everywhere. Christmas, though, every country has Christmas, right? If you don't celebrate it, you got that shit off. So that's the worst shit. And then the other worst shit that I notice is that if people really want shit done, right? It's really not this, but it always happens to be this. They always put urgent in front of it, right? But then when you read it, you're like, this shit ain't
This shit
urgent.
ain't urgent.
This isn't urgent. This is only urgent because this is something that you
You
want done.
want done.
Right. It's not needed. It's just something that you want done. So in order for you to get this done in a quicker manner or a faster pace for you, you put urgent in front of it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I need access to Zoom. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. You need access to Zoom? Like it's already within your Okta. You need full access. That ain't nothing but a click of a button. Like you can still go on to me. It's a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, I was just thinking about this,
But he brings up a good point. It happens.
And then when you work with, there's something different. And if you work for like an international company and stuff like that, you notice that based on the country, different countries have different attitudes when it comes to their work.
So great pointing that one. I almost forgot about it until you said something just now.
Yeah.
So like where I work, my part-time job, there's a lot of Indian like people that work on the same team with us.
Yeah.
And so they are like that. They'll be like, this is urgent. No, it's not. It can wait. Like I remember it was like Sunday. It was sleep. And I don't clock in till like 12. And they're like 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, are you on shift? Hey.
Nigga, no.
No, I'm not.
Nigga, no.
And then instead of asking like who else is working, like the typical way that people do it, he's like, he gets in my DMs and starts like, "Hey, are you? Hey, I need to like get this done." And then he proceeds to call me, and I'm just like,
he's putting that pressure.
"No," because I wasn't even there. I didn't like. You doing all this for nothing, and I'm just looking at it because I'm definitely not clocking in early to help you with this. And it wasn't even an urgent matter. It was, what was it that he needed done? It was like something really small. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not like when I have a war room and something's down and I need like this is get your ass up. I need you to fuck whatever you were doing and get online. Like it's not like that. It was like, wait.
Yeah, you like relax, dude. Like, pull your finger out your ass and like, come on. It's man. Like you got to work with different attitudes and different types of personalities wherever you are, whatever position that you're in, whatever field you're in, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to get acclimated to that shit. And sometimes you just got to say no. No, you can wait. Motherfucker, you can wait. Like, I'm not, no, you can wait.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's just the way that, it's just the way some shit goes. For real. Jesus. Oh shit. There was something else that came into my head too. Oh, when you, when me driving up here, whenever I do any type of driving, like over 2 to 3 hours, I'm a person that leaves early in the morning, and then I still want to get to my destination.
He gets up so early.
Honestly,
So
I don't have children, but I feel like a dad. I'm like, hey, all right, we got to get everything packed up. We need to get everything at the door. Like, we need to have either everything at the door so we can take it out, or we need to put it in.
Sir, you get up incredibly early. I didn't even get back to the Airbnb before you left to go back home. And like, I know I got back home like 2 or 3 o'clock.
Oh,
you
was
were
that
going there early? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I did leave early, and I think I got back home like around like 8.
We haven't even got up yet.
Yeah.
We were just like,
like around 8. Yep. Yeah, I was gone. And what's crazy on that trip back up, because I had to drive to North Carolina, and then I slept. I had the day there, but then I had to wake up the next day and come here to go get the dog. Yep. So I will say, probably one of the cleanest bathrooms that I ever went to was at a what is that shit called? Love's truck stop. Clean bathroom. Beautifully clean bathroom. I was like, oh my gosh, this shit. I walked in and I was like, wow, this is clean. Oh shit. All right. It was nice. But yeah, I'm a person that wakes up early, likes to make sure I have gas in the car the day before, full tank, and I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm on the move. With my truck, I'm able to get from North Carolina to Maryland on a full tank.
Not bad.
Easy. And I'm rolling like cruise control between North Carolina to like Richmond. And then Richmond gets a little bit iffy because I'm hitting Northern Virginia, and that's when traffic usually happens. All right. So in Richmond, oh God, oh my goodness. I know I'm in Richmond when I see that stupid Manitoba, not Manitoba. Is it Manitoba? It's something that looks like a cigarette, and it's a statue. It's a statue in Richmond, and it looks like a cigarette, and it has a whole bunch of cigarette brands on it.
I don't know, because I've never been to that part of Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, even though even though my one of my exes is from that area, like no, I've never been. I've been to like Williamsburg.
You ain't missing
and
shit.
But
you ain't missing nothing. Downtown Richmond is near water. It stinks because I think it's like sulfur, and that's about it. You ain't really missing shit. Yeah. But like I said, I am happy to be back here. It's nice. Got to see my cousin today, and yeah, it was good to see her. So it's always good to see her, for sure. But let's go ahead and get into this topic. Like I said, Lexi has gone through getting the gastric bypass. And like I said, I have a friend who I was kind of like in the beginning there with them when they were getting it, and at the end too. And it was just what she was telling me, the process that she has to go through.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think a lot of people think like this, but you just can't. It's not like you get the surgery and just weight just starts to drop, right? It's not instant, and you don't have to. I don't know if some people think it's like, all right, I'm gonna get this surgery and the weight's just gonna fall the fuck off, because in the beginning,
So in the beginning, you do drop, like you'll start
yeah,
dropping weight quickly. But it's not like a magic pill or anything of that nature. Like you still have to do work with it.
yeah,
Now, I also am on Manjaro too now. So like we could talk about that too, because that's been the the buzzword that everybody think it's another
I
magic
have no
pill.
clue what that is.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that too. So yeah.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
cool. So let's just start. I guess what was the big push for you to start thinking about doing it? Like what made you say,
Like what made me do it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So at the time I was in the process of doing it. Several things actually contribute to me actually having it done. So back in, I believe actually 2014 or no, it was 14.
mm,
2014, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Um, I was super young at the time. I was in my 20s, early 20s. And so, I lost weight after finding out that I was a type 2 diabetic, like 80 something pounds. And then I got with my ex-fiance, and then I started gaining weight again. And,
mm,
like, at the point, yeah, we were engaged, we were talking about, like, kids and things like that, so I wanted to be able to do that,
mm,
and, like, if I have a kid, you gotta walk around and, like, do stuff. I wanted to be able to do that and not be like, every
yeah,
time, like, So that was, like, a big thing for me, to get it done. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. And I guess did okay. So when you start doing where did you start research wise when it came to it?
So research wise, for me, it was so little small fact about me. My favorite show is My 600 Pound Life. I know, really weird, but it's my favorite show.
Yeah.
So I would watch that and watch them have their surgery and going through that particular process. I also, before I even like met my ex fiance and all that stuff, I was looking into doing it. And
Mm,
then like I had went to like this one place in town that was, like, doing, like, seminars about it, and, like, I didn't go with it at that time because, like, their list of requirements was way, way worse than, like, the other place in town. So, I didn't know the other place in town at the time, but
mm,
when I got to the other place, I was looking at, like, their list, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is way, way more easier than, like, the other place." So, yeah. So, like, internet, like, there was a forum, for it. I can't remember the name of it, but, there was a lot of people on there that were
mm,
talking about it, and so, just, like, the combination of things, like I said, my show, going and, to seminars and then, like, the internet, so, yeah.
gotcha. Okay. All right. Were you able to, I don't know, this might sound weird. Were you able to shop around to find like the, I don't know if this makes sense, but were you able to shop around and find like the most comfortable, like, I guess, doctor or surgeon
Y
to do
yeah,
this with?
you don't necessarily have to go to, like, one okay. Let me roll this back really quick.
Hit me.
So it really is going to depend on how you're gonna go about the process.
Mm,
So if you're self-pay, like you're just gonna pay it out of pocket, you go to whoever you feel that's gonna, give you the best results
yeah.
and gonna like give you that support afterwards. Because
Right.
with self-pay, they don't necessarily have like a list of requirements that people who are using like insurance do. So for
Mm.
instance, like you're self-pay, you can self-pay and you can get it like if the doctor doesn't have their own like requirements, and you're probably getting it really quickly
Right.
versus someone who's doing like insurance. So I did mine through insurance. So I had to go to surgeons that my insurance would take.
Mm.
Um, but luckily in town, like I said, there was two here that did it, and like I said, I didn't go to the first one, to the second one. But I really didn't necessarily like look for other places in my state, but I did know that I could go to where my insurance take. But with insurance, when you're doing that, each insurance is a little bit different. They have their own list of requirements for
Mm.
you to be able to get surgery. Like for mine, I had to do 6 months of like nutritional classes.
Oh
And
shit.
like they had this, yeah, and they had to see 6 months of my like weight at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot when you're doing through
Oh shit.
insurance. Some companies are 3 months of classes and weights. Some require like 6 months of classes, and then like a physician's referral, and like a whole bunch of other stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff you have to do just to get the surgery. It's not like unless you're
Oh,
paying for it. Some people
yeah.
do go to Mexico. I've like heard stories of people going, and like Boogie from YouTube is gone. There's a lot of like influencers that have gone and done it, but like I said, for me, I knew my insurance would pay, so I just went through insurance. It was here, and if I need something happens, which
Yeah.
did later on down the line, I
Mm.
have a surgeon I can go back to. So that's why I did it here.
Did you consider like if okay? Did you consider going to Mexico at all, or you were just like hell no?
Yeah, I did consider if my insurance was not going to pay for it,
Yeah.
because it's a lot cheaper down there.
Mm.
But I ended up not doing it, so I didn't have
Gotcha.
to.
Gotcha. With with my friend, I think one of the big things that I remember was like when she first started going through that process,
Mhm.
it was liquids. It was
Yeah,
liquids.
yeah.
Liquid
So
like applesauce
yeah.
and fucking soup and like and it was just like you eating and consuming stuff like that, you're gonna drop weight. And this is before the surgery.
Mhm.
You're gonna drop weight because you're eating a certain way anyway,
Yeah.
right? So you're gonna lose a couple pounds before you get the surgery.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of fruits and like I said, a lot of like liquids and stuff like that.
Yes. So her
That would
process was similar to mine. So like mine, it was 2 weeks before they had us drinking like OptiFast shakes twice
mm,
a day and like OptiFast bars. You can like vice versa, whatever. And then we
mm,
could eat like a small meal at dinner. And that was to shrink the liver, so it doesn't get hit when they're doing all that. I don't remember. I did drop weight during that time, but I also was working out, so I was gaining muscle, so I didn't drop that much.
yeah.
But like I still was able to have my surgery because she's like, "Oh wait, you're gaining muscle." So yeah,
Mm,
obviously you're doing what you're supposed to because you go to the gym. So, anyways,
mm,
um, and then after you have surgery, you're on clear liquids.
yeah.
And I hate like even when I'm in the hospital, they do
Mm.
it now. They'll give me clear liquids for a couple of days, and they're like, "Oh, well, and I'm like, "Yeah, my stomach's fine. Please give me actual food, like not
And
liquids, please."
when
Ugh.
you say clear liquids, you're like, I mean, of course,
Broths, yeah,
broth.
water,
Okay.
broths. You can do like if you take like the bouillon cubes, and you can do
Yeah.
that. Some people do like bone broths,
Yeah.
but like Powerades, like the clear
Mm,
ones, things like that you can do. Or
yeah.
I think I because like I said, it just happened in 2017. So I think it was like 2 weeks of that, and then
Mm.
you go to the next stage, which is like soft food, kind of like applesauce and yogurts and things of
Potatoes,
that nature.
mashed potatoes, and all that stuff. Damn, that's crazy. What? Okay, so so you go through the process, you get the surgery. Was there within within the time after the surgery and after the surgery, was there a time where you what was the feeling, I guess, like before getting the surgery, into the surgery, and after the surgery? Like what was that feeling? Because I'm pretty sure it all wasn't the same shit.
So I remember. So right before having surgery,
Mhm.
it's nerve wracking,
Yeah.
especially if that was my first like surgery ever. Like I've never had. Well, technically, I had like for me to have surgery, I did have to have the endoscopy where they had to go down and like look at my stomach and everything, but not necessarily like they're cutting me open. This was like my first major surgery, and
Right.
so yeah, it's nerve wracking because you're like, you can die. It's a serious like option, like it can happen.
Yeah.
And so I remember they're like, I forgot what she's like, do you want something for anxiety? I was like, yes, please. So that was that. And so like I don't remember being in recovery or any of that. I just remember them wheeling me in. They tell me to count back. I count back. I'm out. I wake up. I am in my like room where I am, and my fiance at the time is there like beside me or whatever, and like I was asking him how long I was out and all that stuff. So other than that, like you wake up, you're gonna be in pain. It's not like a painless thing, even though they did do it laparoscopically. So I don't have like a big cut in my stomach. I do have like six small incisions on my stomach, and so yeah, you're gonna be in pain for a bit.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like they get you up to like walk and stuff so you don't develop blood clots and things of that nature. So that was after. And then like when you get home, you're gonna have the and like you can't eat a lot. So like even now I still struggle with it. Like my eyes will see something and like I will get it and I know I'm not going to finish it. It's like fucking stomach is talking again. Stop it.
Yeah.
It happens. But like coming home and just like realizing you can't eat, like, or if you eat, it's like very small. Like you get full, you can't really enjoy the food. Like you have to learn how to like. I'm an emotional eater, so you can't do that. Like, right. And so I remember I came home and like I wasn't hungry, but I'm like I'm used to eating. Like, and you want to eat and you can't, and it's just like fuck. It's like it's call it God, I forgot, like food noise. Yeah. So you gotta get used to that. I remember as soon as I couldn't eat, I guess I was gonna watch other people eat. So around this time, this is where I met like two. Yeah, I started watching two competitive eaters on YouTube. Beard Meats Food and I think it's Eric Electric or something like that. He does the weird food challenges, but yeah, I started watching them like all the time because I was out of work for 6 weeks after having it. So like I was just watching them eat. And it's like I guess this has a substitute because I can't eat. So like that's how I coped with that. So yeah.
So what was do you remember the first like real meal that you had when you were able to like, okay.
I don't know. That was
Really?
like 7 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It's I've seen you eat before, and you do eat very, very light. You're not leaving a restaurant without something packed up. Hands down. You're not leaving a restaurant without anything packed up.
He's not lying.
Yeah. If do you man, this might be a personal question, but do you remember the I guess the cost of getting this surgery? Just not like a ballpark, doesn't have to be exact.
Yeah, so insurance covered most of it. I think it was like yeah, I think it was like all together with like the visits, the referrals to the psychiatrist, the doctor referral I had to have, the cardiologist I had to go see, like I said, the endoscopy I had to have, all that stuff. I came out of pocket. And the OptiFast shake, you have to pay for those. Insurance doesn't pay for those. I had to pay for those.
Are those
That
things
was
like expensive?
yes.
For
I
real?
think yes. I think it was like almost a ban for me to like have that for the time period. I had to like yeah.
For a shake?
Yeah. It's like almost a ban. And then for like the co-pays and all that stuff, I probably paid maybe a little bit over two, a little under two for everything to have
What?
surgery. 2,000.
$2?
Yeah. But
What?
like but like for insurance, they had to pay like $55,000. Yeah.
Damn. Damn. Okay. Shit. Wow.
Now my
Okay.
disease might not be prices today. Like I said, this is
Yeah.
2017. So
Jesus.
yeah.
What? Oof. $1,000 for a shake is crazy.
Yeah. Not
Um.
like for one shape, but like for the whole like time period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. If you had to, well, let me ask you this: if you had to do it over again, you would do it, right?
Yeah, I would do it again. Even like because I guess you're not going to ask, but like I did have complications with it, like 3 years after that, because I had to have the emergency surgery because my uh one of my pouches, because I had bypass, so I don't have like an actual full stomach. I have a
Mm.
pouch that and my intestines have been rerouted. And so like between those two, there was like a hole. And so like stuff was getting into my body. And like they had to go in and emergency repair that and fix that. Like, yeah. But other than
Shit.
that, I really haven't had much complications with it, knock on wood. Yeah. So yes, I would do it again. Like because of that surgery, I don't have to take insulin
Yeah.
anymore. Like only time when I go to the hospital, that it's on my medical records that I'm a diabetic, so they automatically like, oh, let's give her insulin, like,
Yeah.
and like, because my blood sugar usually elevated. Why? Because I'm sick and my body's just like, yeah. So that's the only time. And then like days later, they're like, oh wait, your levels are normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take you off of it. Yeah.
I will say, my friend, one of the biggest things that I know that she was happy about was being able to do more,
Hmm.
being able to walk more, and I think I do think like one of the like just a mental thing is would like I've known her when she was, big, but I also know her now when she is slimmer. And I think one of the things that she kind of brought up was would people still like me? Like because they didn't know me how I
Like
was in the past.
before.
Yeah, right. I,
Yeah.
I think you know where I'm going with this. You
Yeah.
didn't know how I was before, but you
Yeah.
like me now in this new
Yeah.
way, right? But because I'm in this new way, would you have even considered or
Me
even looked?
before.
Yeah, or even looked my way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that was something that I remember her bringing up, and I'm just like, you did this. You wanted to do this for you because you knew that this was something that you wanted to do and you wanted to change. You wanted to change your life. You didn't want to stay stagnant. You didn't want to be in pain anymore. And it was a decision that you made for the better, right? And I mean, she's traveling more and just doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? And I respect that to the fucking fullest. I
Hmm.
I love seeing it. So I think did I ask you this? So did I ask you what was like the biggest fear beforehand going into it? Like what was your
Dying.
biggest fear? Yeah.
That was it. That was
That's a big one. A big one. That's a big one. Do you have to sign something beforehand? Like, all right, if you do this, there is the possibility of
yes. They make you sign all of that. Not just that, they also so like besides the classes that I had to take, you
yeah,
also have like depending on insurance and some doctors, you have to get a psych evaluation. I think actually some require like 2, 3 psych evaluations. Um, you also have to see like I had to see a cardiologist to make sure like my heart was gonna be able to take it.
yeah,
Like I had to get a doctor recommendation from like my primary. Like they do all these rigorous tests on you just to make sure that you are going to be okay and fit to have surgery.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot to go through, but like they tell you like the numbers, it's a very small number of people that have died from it, but it is a possibility. I think the second biggest fear for me is like complications. What if something just does not go right and I
Yeah.
have a complication? So that was the two big things for me.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Hmm.
Jesus. Do you think that if somebody was like, "Hey, I want to do this. I know it's out there." I mean, anybody can do research, watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I guess what do you think, like talking to somebody personally that has gotten it done is the best option
Yeah,
when
I mean,
trying to get a better understanding about it?
yeah, I mean, that is always a good thing to do,
Hmm.
but you also got to understand that their journey is not going to be your journey
Yeah.
as well. And I think a lot of people fail to understand that. It's like my journey and the things I've done are not going to be the same thing that you're going to go through and you're going to face.
Hmm.
Um, and then also just make sure you research, because like there's different options now. Like I was saying earlier, like
Yeah.
now there are weight loss like drugs that you could inject once a week in, but you know, with those are lifelong. Like I said, I'm on my drug because I am a type 2 diabetic, and like during COVID I gained a lot of weight because everybody was stuck inside, and like, you know, I was going through a lot during that time. So like I went from, I think I in the course of 2020, right before I met Afro, I went from 220 to around 260 when I
Hmm.
met him. And then I
Hmm.
started taking like Ozempic, which is for diabetes and everything. And then I dropped to about went back down to 220. And
Yeah.
then that was like in June of 2022. Yeah,
Mhm.
2. And then I started taking Monjaro. And then from there, I've got 220 down to like, I hover around like 160, 170. Yeah, that's where I am now. Like,
Wow.
so yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Now I'm like the smallest I've ever been. And like I've always been like heavy,
Yeah.
like since I was like a kid, like 3. So
Mm.
like me being this small is very it's very weird for me. And
Mm.
then like because I still like sometimes feel like I am 300 plus pounds and I am not 300 plus pounds anymore. So it's like you still have the like the negative like talks or whatever from time to time. It doesn't change overnight.
Yeah.
It's gotta keep going the process. It's a lot of hard work, but yeah.
What's the when it came to the weight loss and stuff like that? What was the most exciting? Like you don't have to take the insulin anymore. But what
Mhm.
else was like? Oh shit! Like you
Oh shit.
yeah, you're in like a whole new world opens up to you, and you're just like, oh shit, this is
So
this.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like there's a few things, but like the main thing for me as like a kid, I would go to like theme parks. So
Yeah.
like Disney World, Carowinds,
Mhm.
Six Flags, like SeaWorld, all those places that like you go, you ride or whatever. Well, I had got to the point where I could not fit into the roller coasters anymore. And like I love roller coasters. So like I can't. So like when I can get on a ride now and not have that hesitation in my mind of being like, am I going to be able to fit in this motherfucking seat? That was a big one for me. Another thing was like flying.
Yeah.
Like I think the first time I flew was like 2019. It was a little bit heavier, but like now I'm like this small. I'm like, oh, I can get on an airplane. See, it's not a big deal. It's gonna be
Mhm.
fine.
What about clothing? Has it opened up like a whole new just like spectrum of clothing for you?
Yeah, well, yeah, like I can wear like brands that like I've always wanted to wear and that I could not wear, um like Victoria's Secret. I can wear that now. I can go into like Hollister and American Eagle and like just, and I can go into like stores now and just buy clothes that fit, and like I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about them having my size because they're gonna have my size. So that was a big thing for me. But like I'm one of those people, I do have like the loose skin or whatever and yada yada yada. So like I don't know if I'm going to get like SS skin removal surgery, but I may. And like if I do, yeah, that's going to even open up more doors for me to be able to wear like more stuff. But it's been nice.
Nice. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Jesus. Like I said, I know that there's probably a lot of people that are probably contemplating doing it. And
Mhm.
it's probably I know tons of people watch my 600-pound
Pound
life and all that
life.
stuff. Yeah. Okay. One of the one of the funniest ones was it was like it was his brother and sister,
Mhm.
and they were black, and his brother and the sister got up on the scale, and the doctor said said the weight, and the brother said, "Damn," and he was big himself, but
I remember that.
it was because he said it the way he said it.
Damn.
Yeah, he was like, "Damn." It's like, nigga, fuck you. Like you're about to get on this scale next. What are you talking about? That shit was hilarious. Hilarious. Oh my gosh. Nah, that was funny. But like I said, I've seen people that have gotten it and they look like a totally different person after they get it done. And after like, a couple months go by and you're just like, wow, that's great. It's a really, I don't know. I would freak the fuck out before I got it because I like if this was my first surgery
Yeah.
that I've ever gotten,
Yeah.
I would freak the fuck out because I've never gotten this
Like,
surgery
so you
before.
understand how I felt. I was
Yeah,
like freaking the fuck out. Like that's my first
yeah.
major surgery ever in my life. And like
Somebody tells you to count down from 10, and I'm like, why? And then you don't even
you're
get to
just
5 and
out.
you're out.
You're like,
Oh man, can you picture somebody waking up like that shit wasn't funny, nigga? That shit wasn't funny. I know I had to be put to sleep, but I mean, damn. Don't tell me like that would freak me out. Like somebody just telling me to count down from 10 and I'm just out. Fuck that. That's that would freak me out. Jesus. Damn. That's wild. That is wild.
yep, yep.
But that's like I said, it's I'm happy that you feel better. I'm happy that you like the outcome from it. And hey, you don't gotta be on insulin.
Yep.
So that's fucking amazing. Um Jesus, that's fucking great. Damn, there was something else in my head that I think I just fucking lost it. Fuck. I feel like for real. I did. But yeah, you guys, like I said, this was something that came into my head. I want to say yesterday. I was literally laying in the bed upstairs. And by the way, my room is not my room anymore. There's a whole bunch of like dream catchers in my room, a whole bunch of like girl power posters and stuff in my room. It's a twin size bed. It's definitely a difference when you go from that king size bed and you're like, you have your laptop over there, and you're like, damn, that's far. That's so far. And then you're laying in your twin, you laying in a twin, and you're just like, damn, my ass is almost off this bed if I roll over once. Like the bed is comfortable as hell. I'm not gonna knock that. The bed is comfortable as hell. But I roll over one time, I'm falling and cracking my head on the side of this dresser or this nightstand, and that's not gonna be a good sight. Um, but yeah. But you guys, is there anything else that you wanted to add to this? Like, if somebody's listening and they're just like, yeah, I might look more into this and see what it's about.
Do your research. That's what I will say. Do your research.
And make sure your insurance covers it. Make sure your job covers it.
Yeah.
I don't know if stuff changes that much, but we are in 2024. 2017 was what,
7 years ago.
7 years ago. So A lot of stuff has changed. So
I mean, most insurance are still doing it. A lot of people are having the like with the weight loss drugs, they're not covering those, but there's still a lot of insurance that don't. So it really just but even now, like with my insurance I have now, like I'll go usually look and see what it covers before like I accept it.
yeah,
And a lot of them still carry it, so you're good.
gotcha. Speaking of that, I need to set an eye appointment. Fuck.
Same.
Yeah, I need the yellow glasses, man. I need yellow tinted glasses at night. I can't do it. I can't do it. My eyes are oh my gosh. I don't drive at night. That's one of the reasons why I don't go anywhere at night because it's just like I don't
It's the
these
worst.
cars, man. Fuck these new cars because they are just they are trying to kill people. They are trying to. I drive a pickup truck, but these pickup trucks, I swear on everything that I love, are the brightest shits on the road.
Ever.
They're bright as I thought I turned that shit off, but I thought I turned that shit off. But they are the brightest shit cars on the road. That and like newer luxury cars are always fucking bright.
Yeah.
Always bright. Fuck, I was gonna say something else. Fuck it. So do your research if this is something that you want to something that you do want to go into. If you want to go the Mexico route, more power to you. If your insurance covers it, ask questions to your HR, just to get more details about shit. But yeah, you streaming tonight? 76.
I don't know what I'll be doing actually. I don't know until like I hit the go live, but I really am serious.
Are you there is something that you have been doing more. You have been doing the TikTok
Streaming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing TikTok streaming. What's your I saw that you had a goal. What's the goal that you're trying to get to? Was it 2,500?
Oh yeah, 2,500 followers. Yeah.
2,500 followers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I don't know what the fuck is going on with TikTok and these damn hashtags, but I swear to God, we are not hitting what we were hitting before.
It's like that with TikTok.
Yo, we were like at least hitting like 700 on most shits we were posting up.
You haven't checked our latest YouTube video. I see like you have not looked at the view count, huh?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Lexi has definitely put in some work on the YouTube videos. She and I might put them I might ask you for those images so I can put them in a clip. But she sent me 2 images that she came up with and they look actually really dope.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I was like, can you make him a little bit bigger? You look kind of skinny with those short lines. I was like, can you make him a little bit bigger? But the second one was dope. It was dope. Very nice and colorful, very bright. It actually fit really, really well. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
you know what it looked like? It looked like an advert for BlurredCon.
Why do you say that? No.
It did. It looked nice. What?
I don't really like support BlurredCon, so you saying that is kind of like
It looked nice. But it's our own. Fuck that.
anyways.
Man, that shit look good. But you guys, thank you for listening to another episode. I hope this episode was informative for you. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. I know this is about anime, gaming, and tech. I know our past episodes, we've kind of been talking a lot more about work and kind of just
we work in tech, so it still counts. It still counts.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know what you guys want us to talk about. And we will see you guys again later.
Bye.